Happy New Year! Long time no see everyone. How have you been? I hope you guys are all good. Thank you for visiting my channel. I'm Mabu, Manabu. Yeah. I'm so honored to be here presenting my YouTube channel called Mana College right in front of you today. For those who are new and those who are waiting for me so badly, thank you so much. And I'm so sorry that I was away from a YouTube community for a long time. You know what? There was so much going on in the background while I was out there doing IT business, stock and family stuff. Ever since I came to Tokyo a year ago from today, I've had so much tough time and tight schedules going forward. I got a mental breakdown with my first client when I worked for Indian company. I got a acute gout attack for my bad health management, changed my job and joined a French company last May. I met a lot of new people, co-workers, and I joined social activity with people who supported me so well. I started a morning routine as working out and made a habit of it as my everyday routine. Besides my YouTube activity, I had a great time last year. They were also a good practice of being a good person to improve my mindset and behavior and my job skill as well. It meant a lot to me. You know, it was challenging. Yeah, even though I just turned 40 last December, I still keep growing up. Yeah, I have realized that if I quit doing something new, exciting, or something to grow up, I should die. Yeah, kill myself. That's my motto and how I always appreciate my life. I haven't regretted that I moved to Tokyo for my future career and mainly for YouTube activity. I still got packed with tons of schedules lined up in my iPhone, and I have to complete every task every minute. I'm so swamped with my work and it kills me, to be honest, but actually I enjoy it. Having tons of fun with new people and new environment. That doesn't mean I show you off with my great life. But like I said, I want to make more friends to interact with them on a social platform. I mean social media such as YouTube, Instagram, and X, and whatever face-to-face conversation is. Yeah, today's video is the first episode of 2024. So I want to make it positive for those who are looking down and thinking negative all the time, okay? Right after we had a new year on January 1st, a tsunami earthquake hit Hokuriku region, and then Wajima port was wholly swept away. I was in Shiga Prefecture with my family at the moment, and my house was shaken so badly. Yeah, fortunately we are all safe, but as of today on January 8th, 180 people died. I think it's so sad. I don't want to record the tragedy of Tohoku tsunami earthquake happened in 2011, but right after celebrating on the New Year, tsunami destroyed the whole port town. Oh man, I still can't believe it. Yeah, that's a terrible disaster. Yeah, terrible nightmare. But historically, Japan had a big tsunami disaster every decade. Yeah, not exactly every 10 years, but about 10 years between era and era. Yeah, we had to face it forever. Yeah, whenever, wherever, and whatever happens, we have to handle it in a best way possible. In the same way, we have to grow up to be a better person, you know? Because we can't be a fool forever. Yeah, when you make a mistake, you have to feedback and modify it and make it better. That's a basically easy way to how to get better. Well, I can't assume that it's absolutely right, but today I would like to have a presentation about how to be a good person with perfect strategy. I want you to have plenty of time, or at least 10 minutes before going on with my today's episode, because I think it's an important topic for you. Being a good person is a person doing good things. It's easy to understand, but easier said than done. Today, I'm gonna break down the mechanism of being a good person and the definition into some aspect of behavior, mindset, and I make you guys practice from today on. Once you have a better understanding of it, of how to do it, I believe you're gonna be a better person for sure. I hope it works for you. Now, let's go jump into it, shall we? I think today's topic is pretty interesting because anyone can apply for improvement, growth, or something positive to do. You get a college degree, get a certificate of your work field, get promoted in your company, get married to your life partner, and make your family, and do whatever new for your future plan. That's considered as a part of your personal growth, right? If your personality is good, you are good. Yeah, great. Some of you may think you should be a talented, others may think no, you should gifted. From my personal opinion and perspective, firstly, I thought I should have needed both talent and gifted. Skill, genius, capability, or proficiency would be more likable and prerequisite before being a good person. Because being a rich man was the first achievement to be made in my life. Yeah, I know it's sad, but my childhood was not as normal as normal people around me because my dad didn't go well with his real estate business. Yeah, we had to let go of our house for sale to pay a large amount of debt. Yeah, well, we are almost homeless, so I knew poor life was almost the same as a tsunami disaster. Since I had a tough experience about that, I believe that skill to survive in a society was the most needed. In Japan, there's a couple of influencers who became a millionaire at a younger age, at early 20s or even teenage, but they made a scandal. Yeah, had an affair with lovers and cheated on their girlfriend and got sued, lost a lot of money, and they make a stupid YouTube video about what happened. Yeah, they also posted a stupid tweet in X intentionally and brought it up, so that they can make it go viral nationwide. That's basically how they get populated in the mass media community and make more money. So these influencers, famous YouTubers and celebrities have a talent for entertainment to entertain the viewers, but nevertheless they get in trouble because they were crazy about money. Normal people like you are also not exceptional though. Yeah, if you are obsessed too much about money, a chunk of real gold, sometimes your life might be messed up or ruined. So in order to avoid that, you are better off having a strong and solid mentality not to sway your emotion. You know what I just said? If your mentality is fragile, yeah, especially in a modern society in Japan, you can't survive. Well, historically, I can be pretty sure that as of today in 2004 in Japan, personality would be more preferable than skill. Let me just go deep into the detail of why personality is more important than skill in Japan. Listen, before I answer this question, I just want you to keep in mind the answer is up to your situation, okay? Yeah, my perspective is not always applicable to your situation. Let's say if you are in Russia, Ukraine, or Gaza Strip, my answer must be wrong. I'm talking about the survival technique on how to be a good person in Japan in 2024. This situation is subject to change, of course, but not the survival technique like how to shoot a gun, yeah, how to be a good soldier. Okay, I'm not talking about that. Yeah, please ensure you are in Japan right here or similar country at the same situation as mine. Got it? Great. Shall we begin with the history in the first line up here? Okay? Before I go on, I want to question you that in the period of three kingdoms in China between 222 and 280, which one do you think is important for you? Skill or personality? Historically speaking, the same belief, philosophy, and concept have been repeated since thousands of years ago. It doesn't matter if the country is different. Originally, Confucianism was propagated in China during the 5th century BCE. At the time, Confucianism had a profound influence on East Asian countries, namely Korea and Japan. Even at present, it still exists in Japanese culture and traditions which I respect and still practice various aspects of life, such as family relationship, behavior, rituals, and even education. But among with ancient business model as compared to a modern one, a long time ago, it seems like all the people strived to educate young people for improving advanced skill rather than personality, because they had a lot of conflicts, war, and killed each other in between the tribal and tribal. So violence was more welcomed at the moment. Under the Confucianism in China, recommendation was strongly encouraged to get a better social position or promotion. If you are skilled, talented, or whatever superior to anyone else, you are recommended to join the big organization. In Japan, we used to believe in Confucianism propagated by China. Especially during the Sengoku period, we used to have a time of intense warfare, political instability, and social changes so frequently. Japan was divided into the numerous small territories ruled by a local governor called daimyo, but they've had always struggled with military conquests. I witnessed drawings of frequent military conquests were exhibited in my local museum, so I knew how samurai warriors were fighting each other for land, resources, and power. So at the time, in other words, power was everything. Nothing is better than power because power played a crucial role in these battles. I know American people love to watch fighting battles from samurai animation like Rurouni Kenshin and Naruto, but actual Sengoku period was not this hilarious. Got it? Over the short period of time, it looked like it worked fine. However, the constant warfare and the political turmoil didn't end forever. And then the Tokugawa period, also called the Edo period, brought an end to the Sengoku period of the conquest warfare. Since the Edo period started to rule Japan, peace and stability lasted for nearly 200 years under the rule of the Tokugawa shogunate. They used to increase international interactions with foreign countries, mainly from Portugal, in exchange with their Western items and valuable antique goods, but they implemented isolationism not to trade them anymore. Japan became a closed country. This incident was called Sakoku policy. They limited the contact with foreigners except for the Dutch and Chinese that was strictly controlled. The Tokugawa shogunate was a centralized feudal system referred to the social system developed in Europe 8th century. We had social class structures like a hierarchical pyramid. On the top, samurai class gained prominence. That means samurai ruled and established a political position of authority, just like the president of North Korea. On the second layer, they positioned farmers, and on the third layer, they put artisans, and on the fourth, they put merchants, and at the bottom, they put slaves. Surprisingly, the measure of the layers was farmer and artisans. Yeah, the daimyo positions them on a higher ranked, because you know what? Farmers and artisans were very important human resources to survive in a peaceful society. In the Sengoku period, when the warfare broke out, samurai warriors needed the food in preparation to the long-term attack, and they strived to build castle and fortification to defend against the external attacks. So try to control community and society with power of authority at the time, which was of course unwelcomed in a modern society. But that Tokugawa shogunate didn't introduce it. Yeah, they positioned the samurai class ranked down and promoted farmers and artisans to the upper positions because, like I said, the majority of entire population were farmers and artisans. Yeah, probably the Tokugawa shogunate was afraid of a rebellion grouped by them, right? Yeah, they sensed that turbulent period was already over, and the next generation will have to be ruled with brain. As I mentioned in the beginning, power was everything. Violence will be the best solution to settle things down. If you are physically talented with advanced battle skill, you are welcomed, but not any longer. In the period of, in the Edo period, skill is considered as a piece of shit. Instead, intelligence will be replaced. That also means your good personality will be loved by people. The same thing applies to the modern Japan, doesn't it? Japan is safe, clean, and one of the most peaceful countries in the world. If you have been to Japan, you should know it. Yeah, don't you think my analysis makes sense to you? If you try to make a violence in public, you will be excluded from community, of course. If you punch a female, you get arrested. If you commit a crime in a court, you are denied for a probation. You get so mad and punch the journey, you go to jail. So violence is nothing better than anyone else. No hokuto no ken anymore. Yeah, what I just want to say is the history proved it. Yeah, well, you might want to say, I'm working so hard to compete with my rivals in my company. Russia is still under the conflict with Ukraine. That's right. Yeah, others might say, I have the ability to develop software for Apple. Yeah, I make millions of dollars a year. Even if you get fired, I survive here. That's also fine and right. But it doesn't mean you are killed if you are in Japan. Yeah, competition is nearly related to the ability to win or lose, but it doesn't mean you end your lifespan. Let me repeat once again. Survival techniques in Japanese community is up to your situation. My perspective is not always applicable to your situation. If you are in Russia, Ukraine, or Gaza Strip, my analysis must be wrong. Yeah, I'm talking about a survival technique on how to be a good person in Japan in 2024, not a survival technique like how to shoot a gun or how to be a good soldier, right? So, good personality is the most likely needed mindset for Japan as well as the most peaceful countries. Let's take a short break here. Yeah, in the second part, I would like to illustrate good personality is more important than money. Yeah, evaluation like how people evaluate your personality and identity will be more important than money because the people started to share contents or feelings are related to you on social media. Okay? Thanks for watching.